Hi guys, this is Tim Queen, and today we're going to talk about how to use hashtags on LinkedIn in the most efficient way possible. A long time ago, there were no hashtags, there were no categories, no nothing. And then LinkedIn decided to buy this company, which was basically a news categorization engine, identify certain news pieces and then put them into different context categories. So LinkedIn could serve content or recommend content more to people who would be more interested in learning about a specific topic. So an interesting thing they have done is they've basically gotten rid of certain interest categories and have translated every interest category into like a specific hashtag. You might not follow information technology anymore, but you might follow the hashtag IT. Whatever the LinkedIn team has chosen, it requires the entire LinkedIn community to use LinkedIn hashtags on an ongoing basis. And they basically look what posts get certain hashtags, and then they see what have those posts in common. And then they look which posts got a lot of good engagement from people who are also following a lot of similar hashtags. So it's basically a big machine learning exercise where LinkedIn algorithm is figuring out like what are actually hashtags, what do they actually mean, how does that translate into content, and then finding people who are interested in the same content. So the way how I recommend that you use hashtags is that you start with one of the basic categories. For example, if you are a software developer, you might search for something very basic, overarching topic like hashtag software. And you just go to the LinkedIn search and you search for content and you look what other pieces of content are showing up. And you're looking specifically for content that has high engagement. And then you do a bit of research. You find out like what's going on for every one of those hashtags. What other hashtags are they using in conjunction with hashtag software? You might find hashtag software development. Let's see what pops up when we are doing a search for hashtag software development. Oh wow, there seems to be different hashtags quite popular for different programming language. We might see someone is programming in Java, another person is programming C#. You're searching for something very generic, then you're looking like what are the most popular posts which are getting a ton of engagement. Then you're looking what other hashtags are people using, and then you're building up your own map. Because the hashtags are not the same on Twitter, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. They are slightly different. And a lot of times you will find that certain hashtags that work on Instagram don't work on LinkedIn itself. So you have to do your own research, whatever your industry is in. Also look at your peers, look at the people who are creating really good content. What kind of hashtags are they using? Is there a reason why they're using it? And then you're creating a big list of different hashtags that you might use. You want to have a big collection of hashtags. You should have at least like 20, 30 hashtags that you can use, depending on what you're writing about. Even if for the same topic you want to have at least like 10 different hashtags. Now, how do you use them? The best way how you can use hashtags is in context. For example, you might write, if you're talking about LinkedIn, you might also make it hashtag LinkedIn. So by including the hashtags in the sentence, you're saving yourself a lot of characters because you're just adding one additional character to your text length of 1,300 characters max. So by just including hashtags whenever it's like a one single word, it's a great way how you can use hashtags. You can also add a couple of hashtags at the end, at the bottom of your post. But what you want to keep in mind is that you don't create this gigantic hashtag cloud. You want to have at most 10 hashtags. Ideally, you want to focus on 2 or 3 hashtags because what happens if you have too many? It's kind of like deflecting the attention across like 10 different hashtags. So each hashtag only has 10% of the power. If you just have one hashtag, it's kind of like this is getting 100% of the attention. So it makes it much more likely that for that hashtag, that other people who follow this hashtag will see it, especially if it's performing really well. Now here's the thing how you can work with hashtags. You have to monitor what's going on. When you're posting a piece of content, let's say you're using 3 new hashtags, and then you observe what's happening. Who's liking your content? What kind of comments are you getting? Comments? Are the comments of high quality? Are you getting interesting people to come your post? Or are you getting some weirdos? It's really important. Sometimes you have the wrong hashtag, which is attracting the wrong kind of audience, which is just like not a good fit for your content. So you have to monitor this. You have to see, like, run a test, see what's happening. If the reaction is good, if you're getting new people to your content who are leaving high quality comments, then you're on the right track. So you give this hashtag that you just tried a 5-star. Sometimes you find mixed results, then you put them on like a maybe list, 3 stars, see how they're working out with other hashtags. And if something is completely not working, then just give it like a 1 star or get rid of it. So that's one of the best ways how you can get started with hashtags, really monitoring them, like, and seeing what's working, what isn't working, and then picking up the best of the best and using that as a portfolio. And then once in a while, you always like rotating your hashtags around. You don't want to have like the same same hashtags all the time. You want to have a couple of related hashtags so you get new audiences to enjoy your content. So in order for this to work, you can't just use hashtags and expect a miracle. You have to create high quality content, and the high quality content will eventually lead to high engagement. If you deliver something that is really high valuable to every reader, it's like 80% plus is high valuable content, and you're getting a lot of people to engage, then you're actually driving the discoverability of your content in those hashtags. Because of the fact that there are so many spammers, your post, if you don't get any likes, you don't get any engagement, no comments, that your content will be discovered by anyone who's following the hashtag is very low. But if you can prove to the LinkedIn algorithm that your content is actually very valuable, and you prove this by generating a high amount of engagement, then the content will also be shown to people who follow the hashtag in a much broader sense. And this will drive a lot of new people to your audience who might turn into a lead and a customer in the future. Another way that you can think about, if you're just starting out and you have like nobody in your network or nobody is like creating any engagement, is you're doing your own research and you're looking at those content pieces which are 5-star and like generating a lot of traffic for other people, and you're building a relationship by going over to their posts whenever they're releasing something. You follow them, and then you're leaving some really long and meaningful comments, and this will often help you to be discovered by other people who follow the same interests and same hashtags. A good comment takes a lot of time, and sometimes the comments are better than the post itself. So by posting really high quality content on some other people's posts, you're helping them, you're adding to the conversation, and some of the people really like and really resonate with what you shared as your opinion will come and follow you back. And this is how you build your audience, like step by step, a little bit. People hear from this post, 5 people there, and then once you know it, you suddenly have like 100,000, 10,000 people following you, and then you're getting your engagement yourself when you create content. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of using hashtags? Are you using hashtags in your own posts? And make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this in your inbox.